So I was just looking around online, decided to look at pull and pay, see if they had any G bodies or even F bodies. So I'm looking for some side mirrors for the El Camino, and popped up. There's a '78 Malibu, and it's been there for about a week, so who knows what's left on it. But the picture they have looked complete, like everything was there. So I'm gonna head up there, see what parts are left on it, if any, and I'm gonna take what I need. If there's some parts I know Buddy needs, because he's working on his El Camino also, I'm gonna grab some of those. And just pretty much any part that's worth taking that I know I may or may not need down the line, if somebody else is used, I might just grab it off of there. And it's on the way up there now. Pretty much I saw the posting, threw some shoes on, hopped in the car. It's about 10 minutes away, so we'll see what there is when we get there. Hopefully there are at least the side mirrors that I need. If there's the bezels there and the grill there, I'm gonna grab those. Some interior parts, might as well grab those. And I'll post some pictures and see if anybody else needs some on a couple Facebook pages I'm on. So if they need them, I'll grab them. Hopefully there's a little bit left. If not, the trip won't be wasted. I still need to go get some auto parts at Advanced Auto. Need a new thermostat housing for the El Camino. So I'll already be out, but this is just a little pit stop. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll see here in a few minutes. Alright, it says row 79, 76, 77, 78. 79. Looks like a lot of parts are gone already. Yeah, but you do see the mirrors though, so we'll see what's left. Yeah, they knew what they were after. Trim would have been nice too. But see what's left inside. The hood. So we'll get to it. I'll get what I need and then see if anybody else needs something. So they did have both mirrors, so I'm gonna grab those. They did not have the window trim. Might grab this. Might grab the door trims. I probably should get the seats, or at least the rails. But it looked like somebody already tried to take them out, so I'm not trying to take the whole seats, but I know the sliders are worth a little bit. It's got some of this trim, but of course the Elco doesn't have that. No headliner. Does have that door panel, but not too worried about that. Dash isn't worth it, even though it's in better shape than mine is, so who knows about that one. Downfall is I did bring the Camaro, so not a lot would fit in it. A little bit of interior trim pieces. Does have the bumpers. There's a hood, which looked like an old cow used to go on it. I don't see that there anymore. But if I do find it, it wouldn't be bad to have a spare hood, front fender, doors. But that's about it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alright, so I just left the pull and pay. I won as many parts wasn't expecting too many parts to be left on that car, being up there over a week, but I did get a couple of them. So I'll start out. The reason I went up there was mirrors, old mirrors, seen better days. The glass was broke. I tried to replace it. It was the wrong piece. So the new mirrors, They actually have the mechanical adjuster, all the glass. Of course, I will repaint them when I repaint the hood. I repaint the hood and the mirrors when I paint the roof, the PT, and the spoiler. Those will all be black. Got some other parts, like just an extra bezel, glove box, little bottom piece of the dash. Got the windshield trim, and I got the rear window trim. It's not for me, but it is for somebody that wanted it, so figured I'd grab it. But as far as the Elco, gotta change out the thermostat housing. Still waiting on my sway bar bushings to come in. They're supposed to be here. These were 1 inch and 1/8. I just needed an inch, so these are too big. And as far as the Elco, still got to get it to charge right. It's not charging. Have hooked it up to a different wire that I believe went to the old alternator, so it should get it charging now. Haven't tried it yet since the thermostat is still off. I'll replace that today, run it, see if it charges, and see if it leaks. Other than that, another thing I forgot about, just because it's just been a while since I've worked on it, forgot that I needed to get that broken header bolt off and put a new one on. So that's one reason it's not running just right. You can see all those gases is being blown out, so that's messing up the air fuel ratio, which pretty much been the biggest problem on here. Especially, I think it's a little bit more that I got the exhaust on that is trying to kick out from there. So once I get that fixed, get it charging right, stop it from leaking, and hopefully should be ready to hit the roads again. I still need the windshield. They had one on that Malibu at the U Pull and Pay. I just didn't feel like grabbing the windshield. Plus I was in the Camaro, so it obviously wouldn't fit. I was hoping that the window trim would have been up there, but of course somebody got to it before me. And the picture did have the whole headlight bezels and the grill. I was hoping to get that for a buddy, but that was gone by the time I got there. So somebody obviously knew what they wanted. But like I said, I was just happy I was able to find the mirrors. Those were set, new, or even used. Everybody wanted over $100 for the stuff. So I was able to find the mirrors, the trim pieces, just extra bezel pieces. Now I got some bolts and stuff for the fender liners also. But figured I got all that for under 100. It was worth it because I'd have paid over 100 just to get the mirrors. And that's about it. I'm going to start on this thermostat. Put that back on, fill it up, work the system, and hopefully I can check to see if it's charging or not. If not, I'm going to have to figure something else out. But I'll get back to you guys. You gotta love this. And I was even using the torque wrench. But I was gonna go tighten up. This bolt's good, but obviously the bottom on, or the bolt on the bottom. Where's that? Right there. Snapped off with the torque wrench. So I'm gonna take it off and figure out how to get that the stud out. Hopefully it's just broke clean off, enough room I can grab with some pliers. If not, I'm gonna be real pissed. Well, I'm already pissed because I'm gonna have to go find another bolt for it. But yeah. thought it was weird not clicking. It's only 11 foot-pounds, so we'll get that fixed and then get back at it. Luckily, it was just enough sticking out, and I could grab it with a pair of vice grips. But like I said, I got to find a new bolt for it, and I'll put it back on. Make sure I'll find that somewhere down there. Alright, it'll come out eventually. Alright, so I was able to find another bolt that matched up. Got that all snug down and all tight. Didn't use the torque wrench this time. Just make sure it is good and tight. So the difference between these, the new one uses an O-ring, and the thermostat was actually built into the housing. This one had the gasket around the thermostat, and it just sat inside the housing, no O-ring in it. So hopefully the O-ring, or the new one, helps with the O-ring instead of just the gasket on the thermostat. So I'll take this up radiator hose off, start filling it up with coolant, and check for any leaks, and I'll get back to you, let you know how it works. Well, came up a little short on the coolant, so I'm gonna have to run and grab another jug of that. Don't really want to reuse the stuff that leaked out. I think most of them went into a dirty drip pan, so just gotta go get another gallon of the stuff. But it's almost there. Still gotta fill it up through the radiator hose, and once it starts coming out, pretty much of this one, then I'll top it off through there and hopefully get all the air bubbles out, but it's close. So I'm not gonna get it started today, still a little low on coolant. But what I did recognize though is that I didn't get the 50-50, got the concentrate, so I have to get some distilled water, and it should be enough to top it off and mix it correctly. So I'll get that tomorrow on my way home from work, then get it started. So far it doesn't look like any leaks. Put some cardboard down there, looks nice and dry. So we'll top it off tomorrow morning and run it, see if it's charging or not, see if it leaks again. And if it's charging and no leaks, then it should be good to go for a while. The last thing is that windshield. But start up under the hood, get all that finished. And like I said, after make sure it's charging, no leaks, then I gotta get that header bolt, and that'll be it. But she's getting there.